The issue of drive-by shootings in Abbotsford has been of particular concern to the residents there. So, to get a deeper perspective, community producer Lakhvinder Jhaj spoke with two leaders on the issue. And we begin with Police Chief Bob Rich.
Introduce yourself. How long have you been in Abbotsford as a chief? And a little bit about your background.
I started life thinking I was going to be a lawyer, so I went to law school and did all those kinds of things and realized that I had a different passion in life and became a police officer. I joined the Vancouver Police Department a long time ago and spent 28 years in Vancouver and was last the deputy chief for operations in Vancouver and had a wonderful time there. But 8.5 years ago I had the opportunity to come out here and be the chief. So I've been here in Abbotsford now for over 8 years and love working in this community.
Chief, Abbotsford is such a small community. In the last few years we've had actually 15% increase in crime. Can you elaborate a little bit more in that as to why there's an increase of 15%?
Yeah, so we have a demographic shift. It's so expensive to live in Vancouver that some of our people who unfortunately live by committing crime have moved out to the East Valley. That's another theory we're working with. We have struggled to try to get that back under control because we really did lose a lot of the ground that we gained. And only this year are we showing signs of actually pulling back on it again. But it has been a real struggle for us and to make this community as safe as we want to.
The Town Line Gang. Can you give me some more information about who they are and how they're merged and where they are at, and how do you know they're called the Town Line Gang?
We had two groups of young South Asian men in the Town Line Hill area that were starting to fight with each other. And some of these were just teenagers and they were getting into brawls. It was exciting for them. They would beat each other up and text each other and say, "I'm coming for you," and they would break windows in their parents' homes and smash out windows in their cars and quite violently go after each other. And it was the other side's fault always that it started. And so we were trying to suppress that, and it was actually the third time that we'd ended up with two groups of kids doing things like that. This time has been different in that these kids, many of them, have graduated up into true gang life, they make their living selling drugs, they have joined gangs. We had these two groups ended up joining two rival groups of gangs that were fighting for drug turf in Abbotsford. And so these groups they don't really have proper names. They've been named by us after the people who apparently were leading the two groups. But some of those people are even in jail now. So the two groups continue on with different leaders and different people taking charge. And we called it the Town Line Hill conflict for a long time because almost all the violence was taking place up on Town Line Hill.
There is a fear out there that Indo-Canadian gangs are taking over and they're destroying the community. I'd like you to reassure the community of Abbotsford that it is just human nature, and whatever they're doing it just because they're people of whatever color. It has nothing to do with their ethnic background.
So we have a vibrant South Asian community in Abbotsford. The vast majority of these people are absolutely contributing to this community and making it a great place to be. Their kids are doing great in school. They are involved politically. I get to work with them in all kinds of different committees and projects when I'm in and around the community. It's fun to smile and say "Sat Sri Akal" when I go by them when I'm out for a run. And so it's a great community.
How can you assure the community of Abbotsford and surrounding areas that they're in safe hands?
I cannot assure the community that there won't be more violence. I can assure the community it's our #1 priority, and we are doing anything we can think of to try to stop the violence from happening.
Thank you, Chief Rich, for giving us this much time.